Hey everyone, what's up? Who's watching on YouTube? We are live on Twitch, and today I am going to be playing some of the Pro Tour Final Fantasy standard decks. However, I'm going to start with the top decks and kind of work my way down. Not going to be able to play them all, of course, but try to at least touch on most of the top 8 and then go and play some of the other archetypes and brews along the way. That'll be my project for the next few weeks here, probably on the channel. I quick background, just getting back into Magic. I've been playing Arena for maybe about a month now, after taking about a 5-year break from the game. And I picked up a modern deck for paper, and I went to my first FNM last week, and we went undefeated, which was awesome. So I'm still trying to learn modern and standard and everything, and hoping to bring you guys some varied content and all the different formats, because I do enjoy playing them all, essentially. For today, it's going to be probably, with these Pro Tour decks, a mixture of MTGO and Arena. Arena, I have, well, Is It in Mono Red built on two different accounts, but we're just a little low on resources as far as entering events and stuff like that. And that's where MTGO will come in for some good practice and being able to rent the decks and all that. So first up, we're taking a look at, of course, is the Mono Red version from the winner, Ken Yukuhiro. Congrats to him. I watched the whole 3 days of coverage here or there and just actually finished it yesterday. So it was a good event. And for being a lot of red and a lot of Is It in Mono Red, there was probably as much diversity as you could get within that crux of archetypes. And I think that something will get banned. I think they have to, but they might not, based on the circumstance and rotations and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But clearly red is very strong in standard right now. So this is Ken's deck. We got 16 mountains, 4 rock face village, 2 soulstone sanctuaries. The differences between this and most mono red lists is he's playing 1 Tersa Light Shatter and playing 4 of the Twin Maw Stormbrew. So maybe you see 1 or 2 for some other people, if not any. But other than that, you got the also 1 Self-Destruct, which is the new Final Fantasy card that proved to be absolutely clutch for Ken in many of the matches. It says target creature you control deals X damage to any other target and X damage to itself, where X is its power. So you can do it on like a Screaming Nemesis and get like double damage to a player, or if you have a big creature, you can finish them off with this. It'll do some good damage right to an opponent, because you can target an opponent with it. But other than those couple cards, pretty standard. 4 Monstrous Rage, 4 Hired Claw, 4 Heartfire Hero, 4 Burst Lightning, 4 Emberheart Challenger, a 1-off Lightning Strike, 2, which I'm assuming is there for Is It in Mono Red, that sort of deal. 3 Magebane Lizards, of course, for Is It. Manifold Mouse to buff your team. And, of course, 4 Screeching Nemesis is a really strong card. So, pretty standard. Obviously, tuned a little bit to the creature heavy and aggro heavy meta. In the sideboard, we got some removal with 3 copies of Torch the Tower, which will come in against a lot of the top decks. You know, mono red. Is It Soul Guide Lantern, which would come in against a graveyard deck, such as the Omniscience combo, or there's a new Golgari kind of graveyard deck going around that Jody Keith played. And then 2 Suplex for just some extra damage, and you can exile a target artifacts. So it's pretty much just a better Abrade, except at sorcery speed. Lithomatic Barrage is more removal against some of the bigger white and blue decks. Another 4th copy of the Magebane Lizard to bring in sideboard against Is It. Case of the Crimson Pulse is a saga, or an enchantment case, I guess it's called. When it enters, you discard a card and draw 2 cards. To solve it, you have no cards in hand, but when that happens at the beginning of your upkeep, you can discard your hand and draw 2 cards, so it's kind of refilling your hand. Probably good against the mid-range and control type decks, and less good against the aggro decks. And of course, Sunspine Lynx, which is a good finisher against the Zur. Any kind of deck with any number of non-basics, it does a lot of damage on the spot, which can end a game, and it helps against life game. Stuff like that, so pretty standard here. The Case of the Crimson Pulse is a little spicy, but it makes sense against some of the mid-range type decks that we see more on Arena and more online than we did in the Pro Tour. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take Ken's deck. Ranked, we're only, Platinum. This is my alternate account that Mono Red is on. My main account, I have the Is It decks, but we're going to go ahead and pop into a... We're low on coins here. Normally I would enter with coins, but we're low on coins, so we're going to go do the standard event on MTGO with gems. So we have enough entries for 2 events, hoping to at least break even, so we don't drain our gems a ton, because on this alternate account, it's a free-to-play account, so I'm trying to grind up enough gems for the Battle Pass on it. Let's go ahead and hop in a event here. We'll pay the gem. Like I said, normally the best thing to do is pay the gold. So we play 5 matches. The goal would be to go, if we go 3-2, we could at least get most of our gems back in 2 packs. But the goal would be to go 4-1 or 5-0. There you make, I guess, a little bit of gem profit. And you're profiting a little bit anyways, because you do get those packs. So if you were to spend gold, if you got 3 wins, you would essentially break even. So 3-2 is kind of the break even point. But let's hop in. Like I said, unfortunate we got to spend gems, but it's what we're gonna do. This is traditional, so we'll be sideboarding. Also, I am limited knowledge. I haven't really played Mono Red yet, other than 1 or 2 practice games. I've played, like I said, I've only been playing for about a month, and I've pretty much been playing Is It. And Is It is really kind of annoying me. I'm having a tough time getting it down, especially this new VV versions of it going around. So I built this Mono Red deck on my other account because I needed something to play that was different than Is It. Is It was just getting on my nerves. But of course, if I'm covering the Pro Tour decks, we're gonna see some Is It, because that's what the format is right now. Let's go ahead and get in our first match. HT Holly. We are on the draw. Not where we want to be with Mono Red, of course. We also only have a Soulstone Sanctuary, so we're going to have to mulligan. Not a great hand, but it is better. Probably just going to dump the Monstrous Rage. Oh. We want to make sure we have a 3rd land for Screaming Nemesis. If we draw a land, then it'd be pretty bad, but I think it's right. Just the safer play is to bin the Monstrous Rage. And of course, I do expect a lot of mirrors here. So we drew another Monstrous Rage, of course, but yeah, mirror-wise, we have no removal in hand. Got a lot better post board. He can buff that, so he can't block. That's not a bad hit. Now we got to decide if we want to play the Magebane Lizard, and then, or if we want to take out the Manifold Mouse and save that for another creature. Despite being mono red, it does seem like there are a number of important decisions to make with these decks. I think this... We're on the draw, so we have to be more controlling. I don't know if it's worth it to hit the double striker. I think it is. Or the creature that buffs up the double strikes. But we'll take that line, and we'll get rid of the Manifold Mouse. Things can get out of hand pretty quickly. gets going. Would like one like burst lightning or something as well in the draw here, but we'll see. Yeah, the Stormblood gets shuffled in, so it's like almost infinite removal, kind of. So here, let's attack first. We want to attack. I'm gonna probably play Screeching Nemesis and keep him back. Or we could play another 2 lizards. If he wants to buff the hero, then we can... I'm gonna play the 2 lizards. Punish my opponent a little bit if he has removal. He's got another Manafall Mouse. He's gonna get bump the hero up, so he's going now full steam. Can't kill it on double blocks. Okay, more Monstrous Rage. The Heartfire hero is just gonna keep getting bigger. Fortunately, I don't think it's looking very good for us this game. We're low on cards. Low on removal. I'm sure there'll be plenty of misplays by me along the way here. Like I said, I've been really struggling with Izzet. Maybe I can figure some things out, but I'm fully expecting to do horrible in these games. Standard definitely not my favorite format either. I think Standard is absolutely terrible right now. It's the worst I've ever seen it. I'm a Modern player historically. When I was playing competitive, was all Modern. Little Standard here or there for team events. Back when I was playing mono red in paper, it was a Glory Bringer. You know, this is double strike. I mean, either way, he's gonna do 3 damage to the Nemesis, and then we can kill the Heartfire hero, right? No, not if he monsters. Damn. Okay, that was my fear. Kill the Manifold Mouse, though. Yeah, and 3rd Monstrous Rage. Ugh, doesn't do it. Nothing I can do about that. I have 3 I can play defensively here, but again, he's still way up on cards. This will actually keep him alive, right? No, it won't keep him alive. What am I doing? I'm not thinking at all. You can't put 2 roll tokens on something, so I completely wasted that. Horrible play. Oh boy. I can't play the Rage because it's Rockface Village anyways. Alright, we're on the play. Against Mono Red. Torch the Towers. Suplex. What comes out? We're gonna play more. Our deck, I think, is more controlly than most. I mean, Iron Claws probably come out, right? I didn't look at any sideboarding or anything leading up to this. Maybe Mage Bane Lizard, cut a Monstrous Rage or two. The Hired Claw back in. So we got a good bit of removal. We are on the play, but still Hired Claw isn't gonna really keep the Mage Bane Lizards in. Try that. We'll be figuring out sideboarding as we go, and obviously if we're covering top 8 decks, we're gonna have 4 mono red, 4 Izzet matches, so have to get better. No lands again, okay. This has been a crazy problem lately on Arena. It seems like I get terrible. I have to mulligan to 4 with Izzet all the time because I just terrible hands. I mean, we're light on creatures. Bunch of removal. We're on the play. I mean, I like some creatures on the play, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to just be a little more controlling here. Hopefully our Nemesis does some work when it gets out there. Draw more removal. I mean, we do have a lot of removal post board, so not the worst thing. Another Heartfire hero. Use our smallest removal first. He's gonna monsters. Okay, do we just... We're gonna be down to 2 cards already. Ugh. Sorry. Not easy. Oof. Okay. Feels bad, but at least he blows a monsters. That I will play out and attack with. We're down to 2 cards already. There's just not enough to sustain any sort of pressure or anything. I'm missing a 3rd land too. These are all sorceries. Yep. Not good. Take 3. We're already down. Well, take 5, right? Because that was a 5 damage spell. I didn't even know what I'm doing. Just has every creature. No lands still. Keep killing things. Yep. It's over. Two lizards we can play. Wow. Quick first game. Alright. This will be a waste of gems probably, but it is what it is. We're not good. We're not a good players. Especially on standard. Especially on arena. Arena is complete garbage. We're on the play this time. Hand is pretty decent. Opponent's down to 6. We just play the Heartfire Hero first, then we can play a Manifold Mouse next turn. Either blue-white control or omniscience. Self-destruct, to be interesting to play around with that and see how that does. Up, double strike, and then just get blown out by temporary lockdown and lose the game. Probably how it's gonna go. Jeskai. Lightning Helix. Okay. That negates 2 of the life gain. Iron Claw. Challenger. I mean, we're on the play. We have to just try to go. Can't play that. Down to 12. Tapland is good. Monstrous Rage also good. I should wait to play lands and just a Hired Claw, okay. So double strike, we can rage here. Maybe yep. Alright, so that's how the deck performs when it performs. Didn't see much from our opponent, but we have to assume he's probably on Jeskai control. Which in that case, I think I would bring in these Case of the Crimson Pulse, the steps, the links. They aren't too crazy on the graveyard. Duplex, Mage, Bane, Lizard is probably good against them. Same with this Barrage, so we want to take out some of our smaller removal. I think I take out 4 copies of the Burst Lightning. And we also take out, I think, 2 copies of the Storm Brood. Although, yeah, their big creatures mostly have flying, other than if they have something like Biza. Nemesis is good. Strike seems okay. Maybe not. Take out Lightning. I think we want more creatures, so we keep those in. We'll cut 1 Monstrous Rage and try like this. I think this will be good to give us some more reach in a matchup like this. Lynx, obviously, I think is pretty good. Just cut down on our removal, because they aren't going to be playing small creatures. They're Jeskai, if they're Jeskai Oculus or something different. The Storm Brood doesn't hit Oculus anyways, because it's a flyer. So I think we're okay there with sideboard wise. Two lands, probably too much removal. We're on the drop. I still think that's a keepable hand, although it is pretty borderline. Yeah, Authority, okay, that's fine. That card might be good. Don't have a turn 1 play. A little awkward. Now I think we're just gonna play this Challenger. Can't attack with it because of the Council. Lightning Helix, that's fine. Opponent is down to 4 cards. Ready? 3 cards now. We're trying to dodge something like a temporary lockdown, although with our board right now, it wouldn't be a huge deal. Let's play the Magebane Lizard. Make our opponent take a little damage. Opponent's gaining life off the authority. Nothing we can really do about it. Another rock face village. We do have the man land we can activate. But I think here we're going to save that. We're just going to play the mouse. We can actually play it with the offspring to get a little bit of a board presence going. He will gain 2 life, but nope, he's going to counter it. He'll take a damage. Get in for 1. When it's down to 2 cards, we actually have card advantage over the control deck, which is a little weird. Too bad we can't make white. We could actually play this as a flyer. So we do have the man land, but I think I'm going to play this out. We'll take 1. What it's going to allow me to do is discard one of these barrages, which isn't doing much. Draw 2 cards. 2 lands. Not great. Empty our hand. Eventually, I think we'll be able to draw some cards off. We aren't doing much here, so we could pump up our lizard, I guess. Makes the most sense, just back with the land. He's got a helix or something. We do have a monstrous rage up. We can use it on the land and save the creature, maybe. Okay. Attack and pass turn. So he does that out of combat, which is fine. I will try to save this here just because we are low on stuff. Take 1. He'll take 1. He will gain 3. Destroy all untapped creatures. You can just tap that for mana, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at that pro level play. Let's go. Man, I bet you he feels bad after that one. Manifold Mouse can buff up the Sanctuary, so we're definitely going to play those. He'll gain 2 life. We're going to give it... Because the land is a mouse. Double strike. Trample and Keys. Get him for a big swing here. I guess we could have pumped it with the village too, but pass turn. We missed 1 point of damage there. Gonna play a River Regent, which we can't really deal with. He blocks with it though, we can. Well, he's probably gonna bounce the token, maybe bounce the roll token. Can't really do anything with that because it's flying. You can do 5 damage to it, and then we block. So we're just gonna basically give this double strike. Yeah, so we wanna hit that first. Wanna give this double strike. Oh, it can only do that as a sorcery. Okay, so it's my bad. We have another one, so he's either going to take 6 or his River Regent's going to die. And the Regent will die before it can do damage, so our creature will stay alive. Probably end of his turn will make another man land. There's the Biza. He's gonna gain some life, get some creatures. The Stormbrew does kill the Biza, so not too big of a deep creature. Kill the Biza. Play a Screeching Nemesis. Will be tapped though, unfortunately. That's okay. We'll give that double strike. Just gonna attack him with a bunch of creatures. He gained a bunch of life there, but we have no cards, so this is gonna activate this. So at the beginning of our upkeep, we'll discard basically no hands. And get 2 cards. So got rid of our mice and lizards. Down to 1 card. Down to no cards. So we got 6 on board. Depending what we draw. I mean, he's going to keep gaining life because that's what he's going to do. Try to play this Lynx next. Yeah, I'm going to play with Offspring because I'm going to gain life. But basically re-upped our board here. So we're going to get both these double strike. Taking 12. He's basically just dead to the Lynx next turn. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's definitely a Jeskai control. We 2-0'd. Seems like mono red and both mono red and Izza do well against the control. Jeskai control doesn't seem like in anywhere of a good spot. Right. On to the next game. So that deck had a lot of reach against control, which is cool. Didn't see a lockdown, but we had numerous ways to get around board wipes and stuff, so some pretty good reach for a red deck, I must say, which I do like. A lot of times playing red, you're gonna lose to control sometimes because you can't refill your board, but we refilled our board, what, 2 or 3 times there in that one game. So that was pretty cool. Hey Keith, what's up? Sorry if I missed your chat here. I'm trying to look at multiple screens here and just try to pay attention. We're on the draw. We don't really have any sort of great hands on the mulligan. This is a little better. I just dumped a Hired Claw. Make sure we can play the Nemesis. So how are ya? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Nice to see ya. Hope your vacation you went on was all good and well. I've got a couple days off of work here, so this morning I'm playing some Magic. I'm trying to get back into the game and learn it again after a 5-year break. And this afternoon, me and the wife are going to my dad's, and we're gonna go swimming because it's we're in the middle of a heat wave here. We're gonna go swimming and hang out and have a barbecue later. So that's that'll be something fun. Want to save damage here? I mean, I think so. Also, my birthday today too, which is nice. That's why I took some time off from work. Got 3 days off. Work is texting me. That's fine. That's just my boss. Challenger. We don't really need to hold it back, right? So take 2. VV. Can't really remove the VV. We have 2 Screeching Nemesis, which is nice. So we might go more on a beatdown plan here. We're gonna give that double strike. Opponent is down to 3 hands, or 3 cards. We'll see what he has for cantrips. I think I can play this land too. Not sure. Down to 14. Nope. Already played the land. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I saw you post some pictures here there from your vacay. Yeah, there goes VV. I'm not too worried about dying fast here. He's down to 1 card. Unless it's a stock up or something. I don't think it is, because he would have already played it. It's another Wild Rod. So this turn he will get in for a lot of damage. We can still just... He doesn't have... Okay, so he's just going to play it again. I mean, we can just chump block that. It's... He's going to make a huge creature, but... Now he's going to give it trample. We're going to take 11, I guess. The trample is what's going to get us. You have to keep back a bunch of blockers now because we're down to 5. That's what these VV decks are doing, is 1 turn all in. And you can't really interact with it. Stock up is horrible for us. So we're just going to lose on the spot here. The Izzet deck now comes down to, can you get rid of EV or not? If you can, yes, you win. If you can't, you lose. So, like, none of the other cards, even Corey Steelcutter, doesn't matter anymore. Now he's just gonna... He has cantrips, basically plays deck, but he's gonna kill me by playing 4 spells. So... Yeah, it's boss. Alright, we're on the play. What comes in against this? I mean, Barrage, Torch the Tower, Magebane Lizard. I mean, Suplex is great. What is not great? Tired Claws. Stormbrood's perfectly fine. Ursa's okay. Even Lightning Strike is fine, so probably cut 2 Monstrous Rage. The worst of our removal is probably the Burst Lightning. I think we maybe want to cut 2 of those. Try it like that. Magebane Lizard, a couple of removal spells. more lands than I would like, especially considering the Rock Face Village we can only use like creature spells, but we'll see. Gonna go ahead and jam the lizard here. This is where we want 4 lizards match. Are you gonna play a cutter or okay? Gonna get rid of the lizard. Just a chump blocker now. Well, we can play this. We can also, well, I don't think we own the enchantment, so we can't torch back it to torch the tower. And Drake Hatcher died of this lightning strike. Not always guaranteed because oh, we can torch the tower because that is an artifact, but I think I just want to get in here, and if he does try to hit a prowess trigger for blocks or something, doesn't. So even now here, if he hits a prowess trigger, he's still gonna die. Two. If it's 1 prowess trigger, it'll go to a 2/2. So we don't even need to sack our lizard. He's still gonna die. Spell Pierce. Okay. That would stop that. I forgot we have prowess here. Well, if he gets a spell off with VV, then we can't kill it. This I will throw in here, though. Well, we can try to get him to force him to block. Do we just double kill the VV then? Thinks so. Need to hope he doesn't have another threat then. So the Hatcher and the VV will have our board left still. Plus we can make a man land next turn and attack for 8 if he doesn't find anything. I would always board stock ups out against mono red. Oh, it looks like he kept them in. I think we'll fake. Suplex doesn't do anything right now, but we'll do something. Taking 8 unless he can kill something. Blood Bond, okay. That has haste, so we can play it next. Down to 6. It doesn't hurt us too bad. Got another VV. And we want to stay away from a stock up here. Probably even a cutter. We do have a way to deal with it, which is duplex. Make a token. 1 card left, and it's not a spell. I just play the lizard. Keep suplex up. Kill a VV or something. Block some. He's gonna double block. Okay, so that's 6 total. Need to order blockers that way, though. He does have the ability to prowess. Oh, wouldn't let. Oh, suplex is a sorcery. Okay, so try to do that now. Okay, so we got rid of our manland, but we got rid of a token and his only threat left. So he's down to 1 card. Very likely we have this. Yep. Alright, now we are on the draw, which you might need to play more control-y. However, that did pretty well there. Need another burst of lightning? Probably not. I think we are okay rolling it how it is. With Torch the Towers and Storm, Brood. One of these in. What do we cut for that? Cut another burst light. Just because we ran out of cards pretty quickly. We only have 1 land. We're on the draw. I think we're gonna mulligan. Alright, this is much better. We're gonna keep. I think we just bin the hero, keep some removal up, play more control-y, kind of like we did last game. Really need to keep a VV off the board. The Storm Brood can hopefully do a good job. He went down to 5. Even better for. Not gonna have a big creature play to the Nemesis, but gonna have some removal. Up. He has a VV if he plays a VV. Stock Up was the worst card we could have saw there, but if he has a VV, we should be able to get him to 5 toughness still and be able to kill him with the Wind Maw. Got a cutter, not a VV. Not too scared of cutter. Unable to scream, a little annoying. But we can kill the cutter. So our line here is gonna act kill the cutter. Cagebane Lizard is great. An opt, okay, yep. Makes sense. On top. Doesn't really do anything. Second cutter. Stock Up is bad. Gonna take 2 off the Stock Up. Does get a token. Another Nemesis is good. Us. Got his third cutter. Gonna take one. Talent. He's gonna have a load of tokens. But he took 2 off that. If he doesn't deal with the lizard, he's still gonna have issues. No, if I don't want to block there, I'll rather take the 2 damage. In case he has a monstrous rage. Down to 11. Target creature deals X damage to any other target, X damage to itself. Creature is dealt damage, deals that much damage to any other target. So I think we can hit him for 6 with that. So does that mean... do we just kill the token? We kill the token. Do we activate the land? We don't want to activate the land. So I think we just do this. We're going to kill the token. Not sure what he has in hand. Self-destruct is instant. Hacking for 4. Then we... that. Unless he has Spell Pierce. Then we might actually lose. I didn't think about Spell Pierce. If he has it, we lose. Get into the Flood Moth. Okay, I didn't think of that either. Now, do we just lose? He's got 6 on board. He's gonna go to 1 and we lose. Ugh. Yeah, well played, I guess. I didn't think about that at all. We got blown out. Yeah. That was completely on me. Not happy with that one. Yeah, so the most we get is 3 wins, which isn't even break even. So yeah, it was a stupid idea spending gems on this event. Only use coins. So we're gonna have to go play an MTGO because we're not gonna have gems or anything left. Which is fine, I guess. Just gotta buy entries. Well, we're on the play. Hand is not great, but we are on the play. It's mono red, our hand is a little better. First lighting that just to get through on damage. You don't really need to, but burst lightning doesn't kill a ton of things. That's just a blocker. he blocks, we will kill it. Okay. Fine, we'll definitely kill that. And we're gonna take 5, right? But I mean, he might just kill our own nemesis. I know, I think he's gonna take 5 too. Okay. Sure. Make 2 mices. Why not? Double strike. Trample. It's gets to do it twice. Yeah. Ugh. Lose my whole board. Okay, so that was pointless on my fault. Again, I'm not good. Trying to get better in just arena just frustrates me. Standard frustrates me. If I could draw a land, we might get there. Hopefully he doesn't have a spell. Play a lizard. I mean, I think we're still ahead. He's got 2 cards, but I have the man land. If I can get 1 more land, I can start attacking. 2 lizards. There's a land. Fortunately, the land isn't going to get through, but one of these will. Iron Claw. Oh. Kill the lizard. Down to 5. He kicked it. Okay. Comes down to 2. Right. On no rib. Game 1 on the play. On the draw, we're probably going to be much more controlling. Duplex. Torch the towers. Barrage. Well, I don't think Barrage. Red. Especially with the Storm Broods there, we don't need that. Burst Lightning is fine, though. Probably just get rid of Hired Claws. And a Monstrous Rage. I think that's how we do it. Try it. We're up a game, we'll try it. This is a great hand. Removal, creatures. Not gonna mess around with letting the opponent get that a little bigger. Challenger. Yeah, we could kill a challenger. Fine. Play a Hardfire hero. First lightning. Totally fine. We didn't draw a land, so basically just gonna play the lizard. Okay, yep. That tells me he doesn't have much action for creatures in this. So we'll just pound this Nemesis down. 3. Yeah, he's got no creatures. He's got either all removal or... Oh, there's a manifold. It's okay. We can deal with it. I just torched the mouse. Wait on that. Or offspring. Nah, let's just play. That way, if we get a land, we can just activate that into a 3/3 and just beat down. Persolate Shed. Let him discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards, 2 mouses. Really got land. 3/3. Whenever attacks or 7 more cards, your great exile card around for graveyard and we play the card this turn. Nope. Not. Gonna say we can kill it, but we can't anymore. Okay. Monster roll tokens are stupid. And we're just gonna have to attack, right? So we're gonna get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we can exile artifact. So if we play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's taken 9, 10, 11, 12. It would be 1 short of... No, if we deal 3 to that, that'll kill, deal damage. Super. Okay, so... Yeah, we just have to... Double strike. Say we do 3 to this and kill it, but we can't, so there we go. At least we got a good playable card off the challenger trigger. Now let's see what happens. He can kill it, he can get in. I don't think he can do 11. He can play a card from the graveyard though. Maybe he plays a Monstrous Rage and tries to just kill. Don't know. Okay. Alright. So we 2-0'd mono red there. Makes up for our first match. Now up to 2 wins. So 2 wins, I mean, not close to their gem value at all. That's why this is good to play gold on these, but doing what we can with limited resources. Actually got enough gold where we might be able to play one with gold. Sephiroth, look at that. Yeah, if we get a couple wins, we could probably just grind out and play another one with gold, but not the best. Going. Well, hopefully get this third win, and that makes it more worthwhile. So far, it's been a fun league. I'm learning the deck. Made definitely a few mistakes, and feel free in the YouTube comments to point out any mistakes I'm making. Sure. Matthew. On the play is always good. Drawing no lands is not good, however. Better. Try that. Like, is it? We had that last close match against Is It. Seems like they got up to a slow start here, though. So what I'm gonna do is do that. Doesn't matter if we pump that because we won't be able to play any card of it. So what I'm gonna do is do that. This, put a counter on it. Down to 10. See if he gets a monk going here. No, just a VV. Okay, I don't think that's gonna do it. We have to kill that, so definitely gonna just kill that. The prowess tree. Played that out of order. But I still think we got enough to kill him anyway. Yep. Alright, so that's how that deck should work. Is it on the draw? We're going to be more control-y, of course. We want the suplexes. We want the Mage Bane Lizard and the Torch the Towers. This also does hit VV, so we do want those. Fired Claws, I think, come out against Is It. Probably a 2 Torch or 2 Monstrous Rage. Those are all good cards. Our worst spell is probably Burst Lightning, so take 2 of those out. And try it like that. Four lands with some removal and a lizard. We can keep this. The only annoying thing is the rock face villages can't play the removal spells. Red anyways, but should be okay. Slow start from him. He plays a VV, we just kill it. Lizard out there will be helpful. Gonna try to kill it immediately. Nope. Dinosaur. No place from him still. Maybe he's pulling up a VV to protect it. We don't have creatures, so didn't really do much. Other than attack for 1. We can pump it. Oh. Not anymore, we already hit attacks, so that's fine. I gotta remember you can use this land to pump creatures, but you have to do it before combat. Yeah, there's VV. He was trying to protect the VV. To give it 1 counter, to at least give it some more toughness, but maybe not. I'm gonna play this in case he has spell pierce, but I can just have to kill the VV right away. Even if he has 1 spell to make it a 1/4, it'll still kill it. We could play Heartfire Hero. Fine. We do have our Manland up. We can start beating down with that soon. So, 3 pieces of removal, essentially. Really slow hand from our opponent. Drake Hatcher is a little annoying. Gonna take 2. Oh, sorry, take 1 because it's concrete. If we can get to our turn, we might be able to suplex the Drake Hatcher, but if he has prowess, then really can't. I think I'm gonna make this a land. Attempt attack. Might be able to kill it. He opts into something good here. He can kill it, but he'll take 2 more. Nope, okay. He's just gonna bounce the lizard. So he's trying to go for a big turn. There's the cutter. One card left. Okay, so it wasn't a huge turn. So we're automatically gonna play out the lizard. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to try to suplex. Do we wanna leave? Well, he's only got 2 cards. I think we wanna deal with the VV. There we go. I think that was the best sequencing. I was scared of the VV, especially him. Yeah, with the stock up going off. Rather him make Drakes or make a monk token with the cutter. Second cutter's a little annoying. Eventually self-destruct is gonna just get us there. We can burst lightning him for 4. And then just self-destruct for 3, essentially. So that has trample. Definitely aren't blocking those. Do we just take that and let him make one Drake? Probably. He can block 2 of our creatures. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack. Then just tap self-destruct. Do this now. Just because we'll get prowess triggers. Gonna attack with everything. Fine, you can make a Drake. Just need you to take some sort of damage. Fine, he'll take 2. He's tapped out, so I'm not worried about Spell Pierce. Self-destruct him for the win. Yeah. So we got the self-destruct for wins twice. So we 2-0'd Izzet there, and we 2-0'd Mono Red our last 2 matches. We have improved a little bit, I think, so that was good. Ended up 3-2. Pretty much break even. Saved some of our gems. We got some coins. We can maybe do a coins one. But 600 gems in 2 packs. That ain't bad. We lost a little bit in gems, but we got packs back. So let's open these bad boys. Then I'm going to take a quick break and probably play some Izzet Prowess here from Ian Robb on my other account. Don't want to see that in the rare spot, those stupid reprint cards. Adeline. And okay, nothing in the packs. On YouTube, thanks for watching. That was Ken Yukuhiro's Mono Red Pro Tour Final Fantasy winning deck, and we went 3-2 with it. Definitely want to play more of it. I think it's tuned pretty well to face Mono Red and Izzet. We had an unfortunate first game against Mono Red, but other than that, we did well against Izzet. We lost a very close match. We should have maybe won if I didn't played a little better. And then we beat Izzet and Mono Red 2-0s each and had no problem 2-0ing Jeskai Control. The overall game record was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 7 and 4, and then 3-2. So, yeah, pretty good deck, and congrats to Ken for winning the Pro Tour.